This is Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard what's going on between Jack Osbourne and Roger Waters, but apparently Jack Osbourne, Ozzy's son, slammed Rogers on social media because Roger Waters was criticizing Ozzy Osbourne in a recent interview. He said Ozzy was idiotic and dismissed Black Sabbath's music, saying he couldn't give a F and he had no interest in their antics. So Jack gets fired up and he says, "Hey, Roger, bing, F you, buddy. How pathetic and out of touch you've become. The only way you seem to get attention these days is by vomiting BS in the press. My father always thought you were a see you next Tuesday. Thanks for proving him right." Boom!
But this is the age-old prog rock versus metal, right? I mean, like prog rockers and metal guys have never gotten along. Ever.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's like, okay, even if you're Roger Waters and you don't like the music, fine. I mean, there's a lot of music I don't like, but you can still respect the guy, had a hell of a career,
they just
and
made
huge
music.
following,
Yeah,
and a lot of people liked him.
Yeah.
And liked his bands, and liked not just him, but so Sabbath. So yeah, what a prick is what I say. I'm sorry, but to come out and say that, especially after the guy dies, like what an arrogant prick. That's such an arrogant prick thing to say. And you know what? I don't know a lot about Roger Waters. I'll be honest with you.
He's in Pink Floyd.
I saw his show, kind of. Yeah, I know he's in Pink Floyd. Thank you. I was there. Remember, we took the limo ride up. But then
do you
somebody
remember?
passed
That's
a
the
doobie
bigger
around.
question.
No. Well, I remember getting there, and I remember leaving, and that's about it.
Almost left.
I remember it sounded really good.
The limo driver was like, "We have to get back." I was like, "He'll show up."
I was coming out of the bathroom cleaning myself up. I was a mess.
He'll show up. Can we wait 10 more minutes and then you come stumbling over?
God, that's maybe the nicest thing you've ever done for me.
Well, I'm not going to leave you in Mountain View.
Oh, this will be great on the radio on Monday. Hey, we left him. I
think what happened was it was a weeknight concert and we had to be back on the air the next morning. And I was like, I'm not doing this by myself tomorrow morning.
Dude, it was rough. But the funny thing is actually after I came out of my stupor, I felt pretty good. I actually felt pretty good. And then I rode in the front seat with the limo driver on the way home. I didn't ride in the back with you guys because it was like I was done partying. Those days were far behind me. But anyways,
that's when you first experienced that you'd have fun on a ride along, and the next thing you know, it forever cemented your legacy with the CHP and many late nights with ride-alongs.
I learned that day, that moment,
and it jump-started your career as a volunteer CHP officer.
Yeah, I remember. In that moment, thanking God that I made it. I thought I was going to die. And I literally did. I was ridiculous. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't do any of that. And I'll tell you right now, if a joint comes flying through the crowd and you have no idea where it came from, just because you're at a Roger Waters show or whatever show you're at, don't smoke it.
Did you see, since we're talking about drugs,
puff.
Did you see? Is this what we're doing now? I love it. I think it's awesome. But there was a Venezuelan Ponga boat or whatever. I think
that was badass. I saw that thing getting.
They just blew it out of the water.
Yeah, drone hit, man. Get rid of the drugs.
See,
I don't know the whole story. Were the drugs
good.
close to coming into U.S. waters, or I have no idea. But
in this day and age, I would never take a joint that was being passed around at a Pink Floyd concert and go ahead and smoke it because I'd be afraid I'd die of fentanyl lacing and poisoning. Right.
Well, this was before fentanyl. This was 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But in this day and age, I would never ever do that. Right. Ugh. Well, now maybe the administration is making drugs great again. Get the.
What do you mean they're making drugs?
They're getting
blowing
the
them out of the
additives
water.
out of it. It's a joint effort between Maha and MAGA.
The Duchess of Cambria writes in on the 805 Beer text line. She agrees that Roger Waters is a hashtag
I mean, it is. Listen.
Way to take the two topics and blend them together.
I might kind of agree with Roger Waters' point of view to some extent. Not the right time. Not the right time. And who are you? I mean, I know you're Roger Waters, but still.
And
Jack is
Ozzy
right.
Osbourne.
Jack is 100% right. He was doing it because he wanted to be relevant. Who cares what Roger Waters thinks? Who cares what I think about Black Sabbath? Who cares what Roger Waters thinks about Black Sabbath? Black Sabbath does art. The people that like it consume that art, and they're happy with it. I mean, Hunter Biden is an artist. I don't really enjoy his work, but who knows? There's some people out there that might enjoy that stuff. So to criticize somebody because of the art that they do is extremely petty, and very what? Who's to say that yours is better than? You're basically saying yours is better than his, and it's all objective. It's all art.
Yeah, I mean it's what people enjoy, and obviously he's done very well for himself.
He's burned a lot of bridges along the way, though, too. Probably because that's his attitude. Might have something to do with your attitude, Roger. Take a look in the mirror.
All right, we got Judas Priest coming up. Oh, what would Roger Waters say about Rob Halford? Ooh,
I don't know. Probably doesn't like. Hey, you know what? I hope we're better at predicting football games for everybody following along in the Red Zone Challenge than we are at predicting lotto outcomes. Big swing and a miss yesterday. We'll get to it.
Oh my God! Thank God, because I tell you what, I was about ready to wring some necks last night.
Wring some necks. Settle down. Your Roger Waters is going.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
So yesterday we're dogging on Mega Millions. We're like Mega Millions, Oh wait, hold on a second. I looked at that wrong. Super Lotto Plus is 40 million. So I saw that Super Lotto Plus was 40 million, and I thought it was Mega Millions that was 40 million. So
okay.
I thought somebody won the Mega Millions last night, but nobody won the
Mega
Powerball.
Millions is like $5 to buy a ticket versus $2 for a Powerball.
Yeah. Nobody won Powerball last night. This is $1.7 billion. $1.7 billion with a B on that
awesome.
one. People don't say that anymore. Remember when people used to emphasize that somebody was super duper rich? They would say, "I said 1.7 with a B." That's an inflationary problem. Inflation's too rapid because people don't go, "I said with a B" anymore. $1.7 billion. My plan still is intact. If I win on Saturday, is to take my 1 year, pay my pittance to California, and then take the annuity payout over the next 29 years or whatever it ends up being, and live in Florida or Tennessee or Texas or South Dakota even. Why the hell not? You know how far $1.7 billion could go in South Dakota, Jeremy?
I'm sure you could build a pretty nice place there.
Place?
Yeah.
You might be able to buy the state, the entire state.
So I got distracted. On Tuesday nights, we had our NFL draft. I'm sorry, our fantasy football draft. And I also was Dart League night, and it was the second week of Dart League. And so I was going to get a sub, and I'm like, no, I should play darts. I can do this. And so I got my tablet there, and I'm doing my thing. And my tablet's acting up because it's an Amazon Fire tablet, which, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm starting to realize these things are cheap.
They make them to break. As somebody who has had a son go through 5 of them, they make them to break.
But I don't need. I mean, I just use a tablet for a couple different things, and so I was like, this should work fine for me, and it did, except for it kept having issues, and I don't know what it was. But they have a lotto machine there that sells scratch tickets, Powerball, Mega, all that stuff. And I keep looking over at it. It's right next to where the dartboards are. I'm like, I got to go over there and get a Powerball ticket. And I end up forgetting because I was distracted. And then my folks came to town yesterday to visit for 5 days. And we're going out to dinner last night at 6:30. And we're like, we got to get a Powerball ticket. I'm like, oh, yeah, we got a place right here past the restaurant. We're going to go. We'll go there first because I think they cut it off at 7.
No, your folks are in town right now?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
They cut it off. They cut off at 6:45. So we went to the first market. They're like, oh, we just got bought. We don't have the licensing for it yet. So I'm like, so what does that mean? You can't sell a ticket? And he's like, Yeah, we're not going to be. I got to go, dude. Like, we're burning daylight here, you jackass. I don't have time to listen to your stupid story about how you don't have a license to sell lotto. So I went to the next gas station, which is around the corner. Too late. I didn't know it was 6:45. I thought it was 7. We roll in at 6:46. Gal goes, she looks at the machine. She goes, they just closed it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It doesn't go till 8.
You know what?
So I really thought you were going to win, and I was going to lose out on our pack of $1.5 million. And much of the
listen,
conversation
1.3 billion, I probably would have just kicked you the $1.5 million. Because it's billion with a B.
Our first 10 minutes of dinner, when we sat down and we're waiting for our drinks and getting our drinks, was talking about how I can scam you with an old ticket and change the date on it.
I probably would have just said, okay. I guess you're
Charlene
right.
really wasn't saying anything, but my parents were like, oh, we can do this. We can do this. Like we'll fool him. I'm like, yeah, let's get that son of a bitch. So very excited to know that it didn't hit and I didn't waste $2 or.
This is now it gets into the territory I don't like to play, because this means if you win, you're going to split with somebody. Chances are you're going to split with somebody.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. You're still getting hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, but you're also not getting it with a B. I want it with a B.
Well, you better buy more than one ticket then, you jealous or jackass. Sammy Hagar.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.